Well, guess who's
Back at
back?
it again.
Here we go again with the next project. Number dos. Oak Tree's latest acquisition and our newest rehab in what is this, Deer Park or Pasadena?
Neither.
What is it?
It's Houston.
It's Houston, but we're so close to Deer Park that I got confused.
We're in the Sagemont area.
So this one is interesting. It has a very interesting story. You know that Franta, our previous flip in Crosby, we bought it straight up cash from direct from a seller, and I think y'all saw how much work that one took. Pretty much, it was a brand new construction. This one's a little bit different. Let's go inside and let's talk about it. So what's up with this house? What year is it built?
This house was built. Well, first of all, it's a 4 bedroom, two and a half. I'm sorry, two bathrooms. It's a little over 1,700 square feet. The lot size is right under 12,000. It's in the Sagemont area, Ellington, by Hobby Airport,
Okay.
and the house was built in 1966.
It's a nice house.
It's a really nice house. So this house is actually prior to the owner owning purchasing the home. It was an investment property, so they came in and they did a full rehab. It's really really nice. I love what they did with it, but
Dun dun
sometimes
dun.
the beauty isn't
Yeah.
like it's
It's
just
on the surface,
exactly.
and it's not the way it should be. So
Yeah.
here's the situation. They bought the home 4 or 5 years ago. Congratulations. They did what families are supposed to do. They found a realtor. The realtor took them house hunting. Unfortunately, I don't think that the realtor that helped them was very experienced or ethical or cared about what this family was going to purchase. So after they moved in, they're happy, they're excited, they should be, and then the problems began.
Yes.
And if it's not obvious to you right off the bat, look at that. You should not be able to see under the house
No.
from the living room. So
It's pretty extensive. It's
yeah, no,
everywhere throughout the house, and it's not just one section. It's
yeah,
there right behind you. There's the
yep,
cracks on the wall.
yeah. I showed that.
All
You
here,
can never really
there.
tell either through video. Like it's impossible to tell.
Yeah.
Like you cannot understand. So the whole if you look the house, if you imagine the house is a rectangle in your head, the whole middle of the house is down like this. The restroom is behind this wall, and I think that that's where the major issue is. I'm sure that it's plumbing under there that's just washing all the dirt out from under the house, and the whole center of the house is like collapsing. Excuse me.
So
So so here's the deal. Pretty much, we're purchasing the house from the owner, but more in a partnership. They're gonna get X amount of dollars, no matter what happens on our end, because I think anybody who flips houses knows that once you start opening up walls and you start ripping up floors, you really start to see what's going on.
right.
So we won't know that until the work begins, which starts later this week.
Yeah, if the foundation, like what it's done already to the house, the cosmetic side, everything what you can see is pretty bad. Imagine once you get under there and
Yeah, let's turn on
so
your light into the restroom. So this house also has galvanized plumbing. You know, guys, that's never a good thing. So y'all can't even see what's going on in here. So anytime there's issues with the galvanized plumbing and behind the toilets, you can see, look, point your light over there. The floors are breaking in the corners of the restroom over here too, because this entire restroom is kind of collapsing, which is pretty serious. You can see the separation over here. Look. So the biggest fear I have here now, excuse me, is that this floor gets ripped up and all this galvanized plumbing has to get replaced on the entire house.
yeah.
That's a big job. But
Not to mention the damage it's already done and
yeah,
caused to the house.
look at the floor. This is the living room. Look at the floor separation. It's hard to tell. You can never tell on video. Let's go look outside.
Go see what's causing this problem.
Now, hold on. The reason y'all remember the pecan house? The reason it was called the pecan house is because there was two massive pecan trees,
trees.
but pecan trees are beautiful trees. They don't really cause damage, but let me show you what does cause damage. The foundation killers is what I call them. The number one cause,
Just
not
let
number.
me just let me go stand by it
Okay.
first, and then you can come out.
All right. The number one cause, not number one, but in Texas, one of the biggest problems is our oak trees. Look at this tree, bro. This
This is
tree,
it.
this tree is so massive. You cannot stand in front of it. It's almost. I'm, I'm semi speechless. Look at this tree. So we call this house the oak tree house. So the roots to this thing literally have buried themselves under the house. Look at them. See these things? They look like alligators floating in a lake. But really, what they do is they go under the house and they start lifting and churning and messing stuff up bad.
You
So let
can
me show you
tell
on this.
that at some point they've already
Yeah, they even
done.
had foundation repair previously, but whatever work they did was worthless, or they just didn't do a good job, to be honest with you. So let me show you something else, so y'all know. Also in Texas, in Houston, especially the ground here is pretty much made of clay. So look at it. So the clay, it gets hard and it expands. It gets hard and it contracts, and then when it gets moist, it expands, and it just kind of like an accordion, back and forth,
You can literally pick up.
and it's moving the house around. So that's the biggest issue today in this house is major foundation problems. Let's go inside. And the biggest problem might be yet to be seen. Now, one of the things we're going to do, obviously, is we're going to get a professional team in here, our team, work on the foundation, get it right, and then we're going to do what are called root blockers or barriers. They're going to come in here and cut these roots so they stop growing under the house, and we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm out of breath. Sheesh.
It's important,
Yeah.
guys, and now I'm just talking to you as an agent,
Yeah.
right? But
She's
it's important that whenever you are shopping for your house, whether it's with me or with another realtor, that you find someone that's experienced or have someone like my agents who, maybe newer and don't have the experience but have me that they can talk to and can advise them,
yeah.
because then you get put in a difficult position, you know what I mean? Luckily this family, Jay, was able to help them. They were in the perfect position where we could jump in and help them. But in most cases, things like this, for me, and honestly, in my opinion, this is not something that happened in 5 years. Like these issues were already happening and they were
Yeah,
never
exactly.
addressed.
They were covered up.
Yeah. So when you have a realtor, and the truth is this, is I always tell my clients, like, if you don't go to the inspection, you pay the inspector. You hired him,
Yeah, he works for you.
so he works for you. So whenever they go do the inspection, you get your report. Your realtor shouldn't be advising you on things. It should be the inspector, because he's an inspector. He's a licensed professional
Yep.
who can advise you on things like this. I'm here to push and fight for whatever you need, but things like this is something that the inspector should have knowledge on. And I want to say that the realtor and the inspector maybe didn't do a good job. You
Man,
know,
listen. Listen. Your agent. We're not here for her agents to be an agent. We're here because this is an investment property for
yeah,
me. But the agent that you choose is so important when you're buying because they can just tell you, yeah, blah 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 blah. But a real agent that's thorough and ethical and cares about you is going to hunt for these types of situations with you along with the inspector. Now, can some of this stuff happen and
of
nobody
course.
knew? I mean, come on. If I'm walking on this floor, no one's going to tell me that there's not something wrong here. And luckily, Priscilla, I think because she has I hate to say it, but she has the investment side in her corner. Like that, she's with me. She knows about investment. She knows about construction. She has a better eye to notice when things are wrong to put up that red flag. Red flag, then you get it inspected. And if it turns out it's nothing, then good. But if it's an issue, then you do not close on the house unless it gets addressed by the seller or you walk away. So always get an inspection is my point. I'm
Yeah.
not even a realtor, she is, but I wouldn't, you know, it's just
Yeah, even with like repairs, my clients get repairs. Like we're going to re-inspect that house to make sure that those repairs were done and
Yep,
that you're not being
exactly.
left stuck
That, look, that's a good
that.
point, and we'll leave it with this. You get an inspection, right? But then how do you know the inspection got done? So you go back.
The repairs.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, how
sorry.
do you
You
know
do
that
the
they're repairs?
inspection, they do the quote unquote repairs, and then what? You go
Yeah,
back, right?
yeah,
And they do a final inspection and make sure that those repairs actually got done.
yep.
So, anyways, I'm out of breath. I'm fat. I'm out of shape. It's the truth. I'm going back to the gym, y'all, just so y'all know. I've been in the gym for 2 weeks just so I don't get out of breath. So, listen, Oak Tree, we buy houses, any condition. She's my agent. We submit offers. This one we're closing in soon, and we should be completed with this project within 45 to 60 days. So you're about to see the transformation. We're going to do a new video every week to give you an update of the current situation. We're going to paint it. We're going to fix the foundation, potentially change all the galvanized plumbing in this house. Paint interior, exterior. Unfortunately, all these floors are going to have to get ripped up. So it's going to have new flooring. And then we're going to take care of that massive beast back there. And then it'll be ready for the next family. And the current family, they'll be taken care of. They won't have to worry about this one anymore. And they're already approved
They are.
to start their house shopping on the next one.
My special clients.
Yeah, the special clients. On to bigger and better things.
Yes.
All right, anything else you want to say?
Yes. As your agent, I'm advising you to get an inspection.
Every time.
Yeah. No,
Every
that's
time.
it. That's it. I'm excited to see the progress. I'm excited for you guys to follow us and see how this goes and let Jay work his magic.
All right, let's go. Shout out to Sierra Vista Realty
Yes.
too. Sergio Deliata,
Sergio.
my boy.
Sergio el bailador.
Ah, shit. All right, let's go.
Bye.
All right.